Hello, folks. This is Kenny with Just the Right Angle, doing a real quick update on two big events that are going on. Actually, one's going on right now, and another one it's coming up. They're both in the city of Little Rock. Little Rock is sadly run by a corrupt leftist named Mayor Frank Scott Jr. And a radio host of the Steve Finnegan show, which is on from 4 to 6, has given him the nickname Mayor Mayhem. And Mayor Mayhem has had many stupid plans before. He's pushed for a park. He's pushed for two tax increases in the past in the city of Little Rock. Unfortunately, the people there have managed to defeat them. I actually was involved in some of the campaigning against that. But now Mayor Mayhem and some of his handlers, his globalist type handlers, have decided they want to also put some kind of weird park deck or deck park above the I-30 area in what is known is between 6th Street and 9th Street, which, if you know anything about Little Rock, is not the best parts of town. It's supposedly some kind of effort to somehow connect the two neighborhoods, something about a racial division, which doesn't make much sense because I'm pretty sure the racial aspects of folks are about the same between this side and this side of the interstate. Actually, I don't know if you can see my cursor. So this is article by the Arkansas Times. Now, the Arkansas Times is partially responsible for this because they advocate for leftist agendas, and that's one of the reasons why you have Frank Scott Jr. As mayor of Little Rock, is because they push for these kind of things. But the broken clock is right twice a day, and this is one day they're right. This is a very stupid idea. They kind of give a breakdown of it. As I've mentioned before, I talked about this in a project in an earlier video. This will be funded. There's already supposed to be a study done for this with $2 million from a federal planning grant. That's your tax monies on a federal level. And then the city is responsible for $500,000, which was taken from the Streets City Fund. This is the fund they're supposed to be fixing potholes and repairing the flooding and the ditches and the all kinds of problems with the roads in Little Rock. And instead, they're doing it for a study, a $2.5 million quote unquote study for Garver Engineering Firm. Now, it says here later on, I don't know if it mentions this. Well, here's another example. There was a comparable deck park in Dallas, and it cost $112 million to build. But one of the problems from this is there's several groups that are trying to conjure up this stupid thing. The Coalition for Little Rock Neighborhoods. There's another group called 5051. I don't know why here's one of these people that supports it, claiming that they've been separated by I-30 for decades. They're not separated. It's called a car. And here's a mention earlier that voters rejected a sales tax in November. There was another sales tax event before that. But one of the groups that's involved in this is, here it is, the Little Rock Regional Chamber of Commerce. They actually helped create the application to start this process. And I say this because a lot of these chambers of commerce are not really for businesses as they claim to be. Some of them are, but a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are just basically places for crony capitalism and stupid projects like this. I know the Arkansas Chamber of Commerce is an absolute joke as well. Again, I wish the Arkansas Times would do a better job of talking about these groups and how worthless they are. But they are here. Philip Powell wrote about this. But you can see the even the comments from this, and again, this is a leftist publication. These people are far left; they're pro LGBTQ, all that stuff. But even the people here, I don't think anybody on in this place likes this project. And even this person who seems to want it seems to be it's too expensive. But most people say, yeah, it's just, yeah, nobody likes this thing. Well, if you want to see what's going to happen regarding this, the approval for the study has to be done, as I mentioned before, $500,000. I don't know if it was already approved, but they're going to have a discussion regarding this issue September 2nd at 6 p.m. And this should be at the Little Rock City Hall. And they, what is that, 500 West Markham. They should be online. I believe most of the other board meetings are online. So I may piggyback and do a live stream via my Rumble page so people can watch that, make their own comments. If you're a resident within the city of Little Rock, you can make a comment regarding this. But regular board meetings are on the first and third Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. unless otherwise noted. And then they have agenda board meetings. So, folks, if you're interested in this, go check it out. And some sad news. There is another event going on also by the same guy, Mayhem. And he's promoting this. I'm going to try to put an image of it for a little bit. I don't really like to show this, but it's actually started right now, and it's going on for several days. And the best way to describe it is it's an event designed to indoctrinate kids into a destructive and evil lifestyle. And it is being promoted again also with your tax dollars. And I'll just show this here. I don't know if it'll show it or not. But here it is. I've talked about this before. I don't know. It's August 21st, 24th at it's at the Robinson Center, but it is promoted by the city of Little Rock and financially subsidized by taxpayers. If you know it tells people to call the CALS director, Nate Coulter, or Mayor Frank Scott Jr., but they're all absolutely for this type of garbage. The best thing I urge people to do is to hopefully hold a rally, a Protect the Kids rally or some kind, either Saturday or Sunday at the library area. I don't know if somebody wants to do that. If they do, I'll gladly promote it. But we've talked about this. We've talked about it briefly at the Pulaski County Republican Committee. And I just wanted to let people know this is going on. This is one of many reasons why we need to kick out Frank Scott Jr. and a lot of other county and your city, county, and local governments. They're important. This is one of the reasons why. Folks, I just want to give those quick updates. Follow me at Just the Right Angle. Remember, when the wicked rule, the people groan. You have a good day.